Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem brings the lovable heroes back to theaters for the first time since the awful Michael Bay Out of the Shadows in 2016. I'm Adam from Does It Hold Up, and did Seth Rogen just revitalize a franchise that was losing interest? In Mutant Mayhem, Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael just want to be accepted by the human world, and there's only one way they think they can do that: stop the supervillain, Superfly. With the help of high schooler April O'Neil and their dad, Master Splinter, the Turtles will win the love of everyone, no matter what it takes. The story of this movie is good, but it does seem to be at odds with itself at times. But it makes sense, considering there are 5 credited writers and 1 additional credit of story by. When there are 6 people working on the script in some capacity, there are plenty of ideas thrown around and not all of them will stick. But this movie doesn't seem to care about that at all. With longtime writing partners Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, Superbad and Pineapple Express, creating the story and producing the movie, you would expect to get some of that over-the-top comedy and some jokes pushing the envelope. But it never goes that far. It plays it very safe, which makes sense, as Turtles is geared more towards kids and teens, but all of the adults are gonna miss out. So if the comedy isn't going to be as expected, then hopefully the theme and message of the story will be more powerful, right? But that's not the case either. The emotional core of the movie and themes surrounding the story fall nearly as flat as the comedy. They try to have some heartfelt moments throughout, but it can never hit the emotional beats necessary to make people think and feel the way writers were hoping audiences would. The biggest problem of the story is that the lackluster comedy constantly undercuts the heavier emotional tones the story was trying to tell. It's a very safe story in terms of comedy and plot, and that's not what one wants to see when going into a Rogen-Goldberg film. By far, the 2 best things about Mutant Mayhem are the animation and the cast. We're currently in a period of unique animation taking over the box office and pushing the hyper-realistic or traditional animation we see from major studios to the back, which I for one am here for, as it makes each new movie feel distinct and a must-see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles does not disappoint at all when it comes to the animation. It's a blend of 2D and 3D with a very clear nod to the comics these characters came from. It takes a minute to let your eyes adjust to this style, but once the movie picks up speed, the animation makes so much of the story work because you can't take your eyes off the screen. The cast is incredibly strong in this movie, with top-tier talent like Rose Byrne as Leatherhead, John Cena as Rocksteady, Seth Rogen as Bebop, Paul Rudd as Mondo Gecko, and Ice Cube as Superfly, which is an all-star cast from the side characters in the movie. But the real standouts are the main voices. Jackie Chan as Master Splinter, who changes his voice enough to make you question if it even is Chan, adds so much gravitas to the old rat. April is voiced by Ayo Edebiri, who plays Missy Foreman Greenwald from Big Mouth, and she's fantastic in this role. She's smart, cool, but also a loner nerd, all wrapped into one, and Ayo satisfied all aspects of her performance. The titular Turtles are voiced by Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo, Micah Abbey as Donatello, Shamon Brown Jr. as Michelangelo, and Brady Noon as Raphael. None of these actors are super known, as they haven't done much, but they definitely steal the show here. They bring a sense of true family and camaraderie to these brothers. None of their dialogue feels forced or awkward, as they nail the delivery of each stilted line of the script and makes you believe they grew up together or have been around each other for years. Expect to see a lot more from these actors moving forward, after stellar performances in a movie that relies entirely on everything their characters do. The final thing that may be me nitpicking more than anything else is the up and down nature of the pacing. This movie felt 15 minutes too long, and yet at the same time it felt short and rushed. There were lots of smaller moments that could have been taken away, like the bowling alley scene, and give us more time with the brothers. And the final battle is absurd and unnecessary. It would have worked much better if it was a more intimate fight where we got to see the brothers do what they're named for, being ninjas. We do get one decent fight sequence throughout the whole movie, but the rest lacks any good action. Overall, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a fun ride that sets up a franchise going forward, and is a good time at the theater and can hopefully grow with a sequel. So this movie is getting a B+ for its wonderful animation, fantastic voice work, and bringing back a beloved IP to theaters. I'm optimistic that this will do well in theaters and give us a good Ninja Turtles franchise that we haven't had since the 90s. The last thought is that the only other animated movie with these characters was 2007's TMNT, but they are so different there's no way to compare them, so make sure you go into this one fresh. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends. If you liked this, please subscribe to our channel for more great content, or click the video on your screen to see some more of it right now. Until next time, remember you're amazing, so be good to yourself, but more importantly, be kind to others, and keep watching movies.